I can't play leads. Did it anyway. So today we are taking a look at the PRS S2 Standard 24. Now before we get too far into this video, we're going to go ahead and get the negatives out of the way. And the negatives for me may not be negatives for you except for one. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to enact the issue I ran into. The seller told me it's the difference between Alnico 2 pickups, which is what the neck is supposed to be, and a ceramic in the bridge. So here is the issue. Volume's up. Pretty quiet. Not so quiet anymore. He says it should be this way because it's an Alnico 2. So in the comments down below, if you could let me know if Alnico 2 are supposed to be like that or like this. Quiet like I'm on the bridge now. Noisy on the neck. We're not going to do much neck demonstration because of that. So that's the big negative out of the way. I don't know if all of the S2s that have these pickups are that way, if the guy's telling me the truth, or if he was just trying to not have to work with me on the purchase. Now the other thing about these guitars, S2 series is a little weird. It's not, I wouldn't say it's negatives, but it feels like they're going for a very niche market. And that is, they make these like design choices that to me are just a little quirky, a little strange. For example, this one. Obviously you're going for that SG look. Mahogany body, mahogany neck, open pore satin finish, black pickguard. I mean, it's very, very obvious what this guitar is trying to do. But then they throw a whammy bar in there. I don't have the whammy bar with me right now. Don't do much whammy bar stuff anyway, but it comes with a whammy system. A little strange, right? They have another open pore one, like all the ones that have hardtails that I've saw either have gloss, and I really wanted a satin finish. Or it had a satin, but it had like what looks like a P90 in the neck and a humbucker in the bridge, but it had like the Hipshot style bridge. Kind of looks like this one. So like all the stop bar tailpiece ones were gloss. So it's like, it's kind of weird like how they structured these guitars in the series. They're obviously going for something, maybe I don't fit that that blues lawyer mentality. Anyway, back to this guitar. Done talking enough crap about it. Now we're going to talk good about it. I mean, it's just a beautiful guitar. Look at that. I'm hoping it really comes through on camera, the wood grain, which brings me to a very interesting point about this guitar. I've heard other guys talk about it, where their body was multiple pieces. Mine, I've tried to locate the pieces. But I can't really figure out where they joined it together if they did. I don't think mine's a solid one piece because I don't think the S2s were solid one pieces. I think that's how they were affording to make them cheaper. But it appears like maybe it's a one piece. I don't think it is. I can't find the grain though. The neck, it is multiple pieces. The headstock I believe is one piece. The neck is a piece. And the heel joint is another piece. So it's a 3-piece neck. You got a scarf and then you got a heel right here. Rosewood. I believe these are nickel frets. Locking tuners. The locking tuners are not bad. Not my favorite, but they're not bad. Truss rod cover feels like it's made out of like metal or something. Anyway, this is a sort of a floating system. You can go a little bit backwards and you can dive bomb forwards. That's really about it of the specs. Now onto the tone. There's a lot of bite to the tone. There is a lot of The mids sit really cool, and then the volume knob works really good on the guitar. Maybe you could hear all the subtle changes in the tone that I can hear on the recording. I don't know, but each one of those positions really had a different dynamic to it. Different amount of gain, maybe a little bit more volume. Very useful. Now on to the tone knob. Tone knob all the way off. It almost scratches the itch on the SG thing. I've been chasing SG, trying not to spend money on an SG. Originally I was going to send this back, you know, because the seller was like, ah, it fucking is what it is. But this neck is very comfortable to play. Very, very comfortable. Also, I'm in D in this guitar. Most of my other guitars are in C, so that's another reason why it's probably easy to play is lighter gauge strings. You know, all the action's probably a little lower on this. Let me show you guys this real quick. So here we have it, right? The PRS, I believe they had this body style before Carvin had this body style. It's the same guitar. it's the same guitar, man. Carved top, kind of like a beveled top. So a tone and a volume and a toggle, tone and volume toggle. This one is string through body. This one is string through bridge tremolo block. Both are set necks. So why am I showing you these two guitars? Well, this guitar, when I'm talking about this guitar, is this is a tung oil finish on this one. This one is a satin finish. The difference is, I feel like on this one, on the PRS, you can feel more of the grain than you can on the Carvin. The Carvin feels more like they filled in the grain than the PRS did, which makes the PRS feel more like the satin Gibsons. So if you're looking for a Gibson, but you don't want to spend Gibson money, I was having problems with this one staying in tune to start with, but that was because I put the wrong tension on the neck and bridge, like the wrong gauge strings for the tuning I was going for. After that, it was fine. I may, if I keep this, put a tremolo in there because I want it to be a hardtail, because they don't make this in a hardtail. Come on, PRS, make it in a hardtail. And I guess the last thing we can do is we can check out this neck pickup. It's just going to be noisy. See? To get rid of that directional noise, you have to have your volume at 7, around 7 or 8. Which is like where Iommi had his, right? So you're kind of doing to this humbucker what he would do with the P90. And he tells me the pickups are supposed to be this way. Nah. Middle position. Okay, so there you guys go. The real test is going to be when I put some 12 to 60s on this and see if the whole thing just falls apart or if it stays in tune, because 12 to 60 in C on a 24 3/4 scale length, that's the test. That's the real test to a guitar's ability to stay in tune. I think maybe the fret board has some slight rolling. It may not be rolled, but it feels a little bit broken in. But this is a 2015. Yeah, 2015. So it's been around the block for a while, and it still looks new. Maybe I should just keep it, man. I should change the pickups. I got some Mojo tones coming. You guys stick around for that. It's gonna be fun. I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that stuff. See you guys next time.